Just in case you didn't believe Joe Douglas when he said he wanted to focus on the offensive line this offseason, he went out and proved it, signing 4 free agent offensive linemen, re-signing one of the Jets' own, and yes, he is not done yet. It's why I would expect at this point that he is going to draft another lineman with his first-round draft pick, number 11 overall. Probably will come out of the draft with several offensive linemen, including, I think, 2 on the first 2 days. The reason is obvious. He knew he needed a total rebuild of an offensive line that had been a mess the last couple of seasons. He also still needs a starting right tackle, still needs some more depth, and this is his focus, his obsession, so it's not going to end with just free agency. Take a look at what he's looking at with the 11th overall pick. Yes, he could end up with his choice of wide receivers, and that's good, but he's also in a position to probably get one of the top 3 or 4 offensive tackles in the draft, and a guy who could end up being the Jets' anchor at left tackle for the next 5, 6, or more years. Most likely he's looking at either Alabama's Jedrick Willis or the guy I think will fall to them at 11, Georgia's Andrew Thomas, who oddly by most scouts' evaluation was considered the best lineman in the draft during the college season. He's slipped in a lot of eyes since then through seemingly no fault of his own, but clearly still a pro-ready guy and a top prospect, and I do think that is going to be the guy who ends up as the Jets' pick. Could they go offensive lineman in round 2 as well? Maybe. They do have 2 third-round picks thanks to the Giants and the Leonard Williams trade, so it's much more likely they take another lineman there. In the second round, I think they have to focus on receiver. They signed Brashad Perriman to replace Robbie Anderson, but they still need a lot of help there, and this is an extremely deep receiving class. The Jets have a chance to take advantage of it. They could get a guy like LSU's Justin Jefferson, who's a terrific receiver, put up eye-popping numbers for the national champs last year. Could be a great target for Sam Darnold. There'll be a few others there available as well. I think that's a need that Joe Douglas will address in round 2. So yes, one more offensive tackle in 1, hit that receiver in round 2, and the Jets could be well on their way to a quicker than expected rebuild, and doing it the Joe Douglas way, building it through the draft.